With the overwhelming popularity and positive critical reception of Your Name, you'd be hard-pressed to find an anime fan who hasn't turned their attention to anime films lately. They aren't alone in this. The industry as a whole has been trending towards more and more theatrical releases. But why is this? Keep watching while we explore this interesting industry shift and what it may mean for Western anime fans. Anime films are hardly anything new. Most everyone can name their favorite Miyazaki film or has memories of going to see Pokemon the Movie 2000. While theaters have always been popular for the audience, it's only fairly recently that we see traditional TV anime studios turn to the silver screen to sell their original stories. The reasons for this shift are surprisingly simple and mostly business-driven. Producing an anime show for a TV format is a tricky endeavor. You have to have 13 to 26 roughly 22-minute long pieces of animation ready by a deadline each week, versus 90 to 120 minutes total for a film, and if you miss that deadline, it is costly. This is hard enough when you're adapting an existing product like a manga or a game, but when you consider that story-altering decisions can be made at any time during the production of an original, it gets that much more difficult. While sliding back the release date of a film to facilitate a late-game change in artistic vision can still be expensive, it carries nowhere near the weight of doing the same on TV. Easing release dates and deadlines enables the production to excel in other areas as well. Without as harrowing a schedule, animators can work fewer hours, enabling a better-looking end product. It's common for senior animators at large studios like Toei to get moved to film production after burning out on weekly grinds like Precure and One Piece. Outside of production, it's much easier to receive a financial return on films than a TV show. While TV anime have to pay TV stations for airtime in hopes that they sell well, or sell their product well, every pair of eyes that sees an anime film is more yen to line the purse with. While it certainly still costs money to put a movie in a theater, it is considerably cheaper due to the way theaters run in Japan. Most Japanese movie theaters are individually owned, as opposed to operating as a chain like AMC or MovieCo. This allows a studio to test the waters with a small release in X number of theaters before expanding to Y theaters if they do well. A fantastic example is last year's In This Corner of the World. Originally, no companies wanted to take the film on, so it went to a Japanese crowdsourcing site where it quickly passed its goal. In This Corner of the World originally opened in only 63 theaters. When it ended its incredibly successful run, it had been shown in over 300. Compare this to a safe movie like Aniplex's Sword Art Online Ordinal Scale, which opened in 151 theaters. Ticket sales are far from the only way anime films make money in Japan. Most Japanese theaters have a counter where moviegoers can buy merchandise related to the films currently showing. These counters can, and do, add a considerable amount of revenue to the films by selling anything from keychains and pamphlets, all the way up to figurines. If that wasn't enough, most anime film tickets come with a tokuten, or special item bundled with them. These can vary by which theater you see the film in, or can be something completely random like a film strip. It's not uncommon to hear of some fans going to see movies upwards of 10 times to get the merchandise they're chasing. While this industry shift is a positive for anyone who enjoys seeing original anime content, it can be frustrating to those of us outside of Japan. While international rights have become a huge source of revenue for television anime with the advent of simulcasting, the same cannot yet be said for anime films. While most big-name movies do eventually make it outside of Japan, the wait time is normally anywhere from 6 months to a year unless you're lucky enough to catch one at a film festival. Fortunately, the players in simulcasting have been working to change that. Early in 2016, Crunchyroll quietly added a film named Garakoa Restore the World to their catalog, a mere week after its debut in Japan. Granted, this was a small movie that ran for just over a week, but this sort of project is common in Japan and can give us hope for similar OVAs to come over the same way. Additionally, Crunchyroll has started a quarterly project named Anime Movie Night, a live event they use to showcase OVAs and, in one case, the Kabaneri of the Iron Fortress film. Also, Funimation has made great strides over the last 2 years in bringing anime films to the States. Spurred on by the unprecedented success they had with the 2 Dragon Ball Z films, they've continued to bring many films to the States, and it does not look like they'll be slowing down. While their speediness and theater spread can sometimes leave something to be desired, overall they are doing us a great service and are only getting better. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to hurry up and wait another 2 months to see A Silent Voice in theaters.